I'm not going to take all night. I'm the kind of person, when I'm doing a presentation, I go on and on and on. And some of you know this because you were in our program that I no longer supervise. It was the Upward Bound program. And the young man, the speaker who spoke tonight, I was impressed with him because he says you have an opportunity to move forward, to think about what you want to do in life. This is a great time for all of you. It's a scary time too, but we're not going to talk about that part. So this is the foundation, folks, here. And I'm a board member. So my name is Joan Mendoza-Gorham, and as a board member of the Foundation for Lincoln Public Schools, I feel honored to be here tonight to see a number of you thinking about where you're going to go in life and being a part of this group. It's amazing. It's wonderful. But I'm really honored for this opportunity to present the Dr. Leola Bullock Multicultural Education Award, the recipient of this award. It's exciting for me because the person who we are going to honor tonight is a person I've known for years. She was one of my kids in Upward Bound. But I want to tell you a little bit about Dr. Bullock. In 1989, the Foundation for Lincoln Public Schools established the Leola Bullock Multicultural Award to honor the legacy of Dr. Bullock. Tonight, there are folks here. This isn't in my, see, I told you I can go on and on. I apologize. But there are folks here who were a part of that initial MLK youth rally group. I don't know if you folks feel like you would like to stand up. Mr. Kirkland, Dr. Kirkland, Dr. Kirkland. And I think there are some other folks here that I don't know very well that were part of that initial group of folks who wanted to make a difference for youth. And I think Dr. Bullock, she understood that youth scholars were the central for the civil rights movement. And she felt that young people like yourselves should be leaders in the community to make a difference. That concept is still here, even though, I know I'm going on and I apologize, but even though there are folks making steps to possibly try to take that away from us. You've worked too hard, your parents have worked hard to get to this point in life. And don't give up your dreams. Keep moving forward like the young man had talked about earlier. So what I'd like to say is Dr. Bullock was very good at mentoring young people. I got the chance to know her. I was so impressed with how she mentored young folks through the ranks of the MLK program. So over the years, she mentored a lot of young folks. In particular, there was one young lady who was a part of that program. I'm going to get emotional. And she moved up through the ranks, and Dr. Bullock was so good to her. She taught her how to motivate, to mentor, to educate young people. You are amazing, and she knew that, and I know that. I've known her since she's been in 9th grade. She was in the Upward Bound program, and she was mentored by Dr. Bullock. I'm going off script. I'm sorry. But, you know, Brittney, over the years, you not only through the program, you worked hard, but then you became an advisor, and you didn't quit. And she hasn't quit. She's amazing. She worked, it's been over 15 years, she worked for LPS. She was a teacher. She worked for our program in the summers, and we paid pennies to our teachers, but every summer. And one summer, she was pregnant with her baby. And she worked so hard for us, and she followed through and helped our students. I was so impressed with her. And she also worked for the Omaha schools. I don't know if any of you folks know about that, but she worked there as well. And then in 2023, she became the LPS Executive Director of Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. Her current work in the district is strengthening those areas of equity, diversity, inclusion, and ensuring that it aligns with LPS's goal to welcome and be inclusive and diverse, be a diverse school community. And here we stand or sit. We're pretty diverse here tonight. And parents, I know you could be at home resting, but you came out with your young people tonight. So let's give those parents a big hand because they deserve it. Again, I'm going off script. So I'm going to end saying, through your years of working and educating youth, you always understood and was committed to the scholars. I've been so impressed with you over the years. I was so honored when they asked me to speak tonight. Through her dedication, her steadfastness, her determination, and commitment to Dr. Bullock's dream, no one is more deserving than Brittney. Brittney Hodges. Oh, and she's soon to be Dr. Brittney Hodges.
You got out of it. You're done. We got to take a photo quick. Oh. Okay. Where's Dr. Scretta? Do you want to jump in? Dr. Price, come on over. Yes. I'll take that. No. You wanted to be here.
I was glad I got to serve food.
Yeah, I know. It was actually fun. Yes. Come on in. Thank you. Yes. He's coming too. He's coming.
Okay, so I'm going to go off script for all of 10 seconds, maybe a minute. So I just want to say thank you for the foundation. Not sure who nominated me. Education's been my passion. Looking out in the room today, I always get emotional. But like Joan said, she's known me since I was 14 years old. Came from a single-parent home, north side of Lincoln, Nebraska. Definitely didn't have the best life, but definitely made some choices in my life to know that I wanted to not be, where I came from, be a determinant of my future, right? And so worked at a school district, that didn't necessarily match or mirror the lifestyle and the demographic of where I came from, and so decided to come back to Lincoln Public Schools and worked at Dawes Middle School for 8 years, loved every bit of it. Working with those students, I see some faces of some family members and relatives who I actually grew up with at Huntington Elementary, Keller Middle School, Leffler, Lincoln High School, and so it's always a blessing to be able to give back to my community, but I always tell students, you are not a product. Product of where you're at does not determine your future, and so being 14 years old and Upward Bound, Joan and I butted heads. Joan probably would not be able to tell you, she would be able to tell you what my future would look like, but in that moment I was living in, I would not be able to tell you that I'm somebody who was defending my dissertation this summer, soon to be Dr. Brittney Hodges, Bolkovac, right? That was not a trajectory for me, and so thinking about the parents in the room, it's always easy to see the potential of your students, but we can't want it more for our students than they want it for themselves. And so, talking about the value, continue to push your students, help them see that we can only hold their hand so far, instill those values in them. What is their motivation? What is their passion? Hone in on that for them, because we're not going to be here forever, and we have to encourage them to be able to move throughout life when we're not there for them. So again, thank you to whoever nominated me. I'm so thankful that we're here to recognize your guys' students, and in 20 years, hopefully, your guys' students are taking my place, and if not, beyond. So thank you so much.